to Empress Ebony's Tarot. If you're new here, my name is Ebony. To let you know, I'm not here to be no entertainer or put on no internet facade. I am who I am. I show up how I show up. Sometimes energetic, other times not. If you're new here, this channel is for those people who are going through this journey of life and mastering themselves, becoming self-masters. We understand here that life is a learning ground, a school. We want to put in the work over here. We accept the challenges that comes with living life. We reflect over here. We understand that this is lifelong learning. We understand that the destination is the journey. There's no stopping. And basically, we're going to be doing this until we leave this lifetime. For those that are not new here and you OG, you know this wasn't the real intro, but I'm being called to do intros and not do them like gimmicky to where the same thing is going to be said every time. Spirit is telling me to lead with what I'm feeling that day that needs to be said and introduced to the new ones. So if you remember the old one, it won't be like that all the time, but I'll always introduce myself and tell you that I'm about the facade and all of that kind of stuff. Take me as I am. I ain't here to tell you nothing. I'm just here to make you think. Not even make you think, because you ain't even got to do that on my account. I'm just here to put some messages out, trigger some folks. And it is what it is. And when I say trigger, it ain't always bad. I might trigger something that's insightful. But most of the time, I probably trigger something that make you want to be combative. Either way, it's something for you to learn from that. You understand? But back to what we going on. How y'all doing? I hope y'all feeling all right on some real shit. There's a lot going on in the world, but understand that you can always go within, because that's your real world. And yes, that's your weird world, because over here, weird, we use in the supernatural sense, not in the pathetic, low vibrational sense. But this reading, I couldn't just leave it on as a short. My shadow was triggered with this. So I'm going to let my shadow do her thing today. And she guided me to these two decks. This is a tarot deck. I got off Amazon. It don't come with a guidebook or nothing. And then it brought me to the Alchemy deck, which is this deck. This does have a guidebook. Whatever we get out of this deck, I will be reading out of the guidebook. So this is not going to be no short message. I don't feel like. I already feel like it's going to be a lot, because straight out the gate, Spirit want me to let you know you are the antidote. That's why poison came out in reverse, not necessarily because this person isn't harmful and can't impact you in some way. They're already impacting your finances. This is someone that you know personally. You've exchanged gifts with them. You could possibly work with them. It could be a situation where y'all played games together, developed games together, worked together in some capacity. This charlatan is sending you not only candle magic, trying to poison you slowly, is what I'm feeling. You could be starting to see physical effects of this too. Like, so yeah, this is somebody who has access to you more often than not. So I'm feeling like work together, could possibly even live together, but it's really feeling like a work together situation. So we're about to get into why you came up as the Sigma energy. It says independent, intelligent, fearless, strong, silent, mysterious. And on this candle magic, which is one of the reasons why I couldn't just let it be, because it's a lot of people out here who use God as their forefront, religion as their forefront, but be doing deceptive shit or shit that Christian folks would deem unholy on the backhand of shit. Like, feel like throwing rocks hat in hand type energy. Like you and living double lives. Which is bringing every reading that I did today, short that I did today on YouTube, into full perspective. I'm not gonna use all those decks, even though it will be two more, but that'll be 5 decks. I don't know, we'll see. Like I said, I ain't in no rush. I need to get this out because this person is a real fraud, like fraudulent to the motherfucker, even fraudulent to themselves, but really believes that they are the second coming, is what I'm hearing. I wasn't going to say that, but that's what I heard. They believe that they're just slicker than a can of oil. I'm getting the movie Idlewild. That's significant for someone. And it's drawing me to the shadow card right now. This person that hasn't really truly faced their shadow, they still in their ego. Yeah, hope that they don't get found out, but yet leaving a trail of dust behind them. And they think the dust is like, you are in their dust. Because also during this read on the short, while I was, formulating the title and everything for the short, I was getting, and really at the end of it, it got cut off for real. I was getting Bugs Bunny energy. Like, you're the Sigma and you're also Bugs Bunny. All of the folks all of Emmerfoot, all of them that came after Bugs were setting a trap for themselves, actually, because Bugs is just that smart. You just that intelligent. And it's just like you always up for the challenge is what I was getting with that. But back to what I was saying, because I never read this to y'all. On the card, this card right here, what made me stop me in my tracks, like this got to go forward, was I noticed the money on there, the pencil, and then it says, may blanks, love life, and finances be hexed and rest in an energy of lack. So be it. And when in the short, I was saying that the person wants to, they're attacking everything you love, your children, your finances, your gifts, just everything. Probably, not even probably. Spirit said we ain't even gonna. This is fuck being politically correct. What it is, what it is. What I'm saying is annoying. What I am saying is annoying. This person is running your name through the mud at work or at any professional social situations they can. Anybody that knows you, they are poisoning your name. They got venom on their tongue, and that venom spill your name. They want you to appear shrewd, they want you to appear rude, they want you to appear as if you're unhinged, and it's the fact that your finances are in blocks right now is what is bringing you to this emotional state, this mental state. I've been getting 5150 as well as 515 a lot the past couple weeks or so. They digging up dirt as well as throwing dirt on your name. They're trying to find out current events on you by through any means that they can. But it feel like you're not posting as much on social media. You never really did post like your business, so to say. You never posted anything that could either incriminate you or be used against you. And I'm also feeling like you're a person like me where even if somebody does think that they have something on you, you've faced your shadow. You can't make me feel guilty. You can't blackmail me. You can't do none of that because I'm pretty much an open book. It is what it is, and I one don't feel like I need to explain myself to anybody that is not ensuring that I live my life in the manner that I want to live my life. No one has control over what I do on a day to day. Like I'm not the one that's just instantly gonna bow to authority. Like I just don't do that. Like I'm the motherfucker that gotta be forced, beat to the ground if you tell me to kneel, type shit. So it's like whatever you even think that you're gonna find out to try to use against me, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna be like, and did, and did. What's your point? It brought me to that feeling. That's why I explained that to y'all to let you know that that's how this person wants to play, you know, play the strings, dangle something in front of you to have control for you to submit to them instead of surrendering to the divine, doing your shadow work so that nothing that anybody could dredge up, say about you, put in the atmosphere will actually come to really bring you any harm. That's why you're Bugs Bunny. So if you feel guilt about anything, do what the work that it is to be done so that you don't feel guilt about it. And don't just be in the I'm unbothered mask of I'm not bothered by it, but then breaking down, actually causing yourself mental issues. Like really stand in it and accept those things that you done that you feel or anybody else may feel like wasn't right, and also to release that need to want to, one, be politically correct, two, be liked, and three, give a fuck about what anybody think about you. The energy that I'm talking about that should be dwelled in is that authentic, I'm proud of myself energy. Because through it all, I've been authentic and honored myself. And I've accepted and forgiven myself for those things I did that I didn't want to do or was manipulated into, where I wasn't in control of myself in whatever state it could be, mentally, physically, whatever the case. I don't want to sound like I'm preaching because I just heard preaching. I'm not preaching. I'm not preaching. I'm just trying to relate and relay the message from and through my experiences, because I feel like that's learning. Everybody got their own path, but you can learn from others in a sense of having empathy, not necessarily sympathy. So you can empathize with someone without having actually felt the emotion. Because to sympathize with someone is like, I know the feeling. And I don't really too much like when people say that, because no matter what, no matter if the paths are strikingly similar, you don't know the exact feeling that another person feels. And this is bringing me to a conversation that I had with Spirit earlier, where I was kind of analyzing a conversation that I had with my daughter from that stemmed from a reel that we watched this morning. And it had to do with communication, people's ability to communicate and express their emotions. And it's bringing me to that because this person who is this charlatan who's bringing all this to you has an inability to not only process their emotions but communicate and listen effectively, because this feels like they've taken something and reverse engineered it off of what they were feeling and didn't receive something the way that it was intended. And instead of in that moment getting clarification, is spilled over into all this bullshit where you doing candle magic against the motherfucker, or having candle magic done, basically trying to harm this person's finances and have them in lack and poverty because you don't like this person because they trigger you in some way, shape, or form. Because this Sigma crosswalker, because this Sigma and my tribe, our energy triggers you so much so because we don't look like what we've been through. So we couldn't have been through hard times. And even in hard times, it don't look like it. And you don't like that because you feel like whatever it is that you feel like. Because I'm not going to try to say that I know what you feel like, because I don't know your emotions, but I know how you're appearing. I see how you're appearing. What the root of it is, I haven't the slightest clue, and it isn't my job to try to figure out either. It's your job to do the shadow work. At the bottom of the alchemy deck, thank you, Spirit, it's Chiron. Check into your Chiron. See where your emotional wounds lie. See why it causes chaos in your mind and in your vessel for people to do good. I feel like you got an entity attachment looking closer at this card. 3 of them. What TV show is that? What show is that? Is that Supernatural? Is it Supernatural? I can't think of what it is, but what I'm seeing is a child with an entity attachment. Three entity attachments. And somebody who has like multiple personality disorder is what I'm seeing and feeling. But it's giving me all of this information from this, what I'm remembering of this episode, where these three it could be criminal minds. Either way, it's psychological and or supernatural. what's going on with this person. They either have an entity attachment, or they have an entity attachment period, because that's what's triggering the disease. Or thank you, Spirit. If it seems convoluted to you, if it seems like I'm not making any sense, then this may not be for you. You may want to go ahead and click off, because if you don't have the understanding of what's going on right now, then it's going to be hard for you all the way through this, because Spirit is letting me know that this is about to be cryptic, because it's for several people, but specific things are going to hit that give them the remembrance. So this episode is 3 entities are attached to this baby that grows into a man. This person went through like extensive therapies, and the entities were dormant for a while, but then they got to a specific age. So it feels like schizophrenia. Thank you, Spirit. They got to a specific age, and the entities came back and started to influence this person to commit heinous crimes. But they were real to him, but they were not real in this real world, like physical people. And it had to do with fire. It was 2 males and a female. That was the 3 entities. I'm referring to this portion of the card because when I saw this, it made me think of that episode and how they showed up as shadows when the boy was a child, a baby, at his crib. Okay, thank you, Spirit. But it's on you. It's on you to do that shadow work. Cross watcher who is attempting to make this Sigma / bugs energy look as if they're the problem, but they're not the problem. They're the antidote. So your poisons and your intent to harm is not going to work. It's not. It's just not going to work. Just to be honest. This person has done their shadow work. And they know and they understand that at any point on their journey, they may need to embark on it again. See, you're of the mind that it's a one and done type thing. No, the fuck it's not. It's just like, thank you, Spirit. Ooh, wait, it's just like a video game when you go from one level to the next. And in specific, we're talking about Super Mario Brothers. So you just now reached the level to where you are going through the different realms, through the tunnels, but you ain't made it to Browser yet. And guess what? Bowser, thank you, Spirit. Bowser, all of this is internal, is what I'm hearing. Bowser is your shadow. You haven't even got there to challenge him yet. You haven't even got there to challenge him yet. You're still on the smaller opponents, which feels like the day-to-day issues that you're being tested on. And it's already about to be game over for you. It's going to be game over for you because you don't have the intent to better yourself and level up for yourself. You're trying to level up to cause harm to others. You want to be Bowser, but you haven't even faced your own Bowser. Like, you want to be a bully, but you have an internal bully. And that's probably what's driving you. But I want to, yeah, you're a runner. You're avoiding. You think you can escape yourself, but you can't. You're gonna have to fight. You're gonna have to fight Bowser to rescue the princess, and the princess feels like your inner child to me. Yeah, and you really not. And you really are not equipped to deal with somebody who's already faced Bowser within themselves because they already have a higher spiritual rank than you. Just because they did that is bringing me. It made me hear my son when he talk about ranks in 2K, where you've played so much that you got a certain rank, and he be real mad when he play with people that lower his rank or some shit like that. That's the energy that I'm getting. I don't play video games no more. I think I need to get back into it. But I want to know, Spirit. I want to know about the Sigma. I want to know about Sigma bugs. My folks. My folks. Because they need to figure out how best to um, deal with these energies that are coming towards them, because it feels like it's getting harder because it's it's a different level. It's getting harder for them. Like they're being triggered. They're being triggered, and they're feeling like they're backsliding. My tribe members, not the crosswatcher. Will right now. I want to focus on my tribe member and the advice that they can use to help deal with this charlatan that's sending them all of this energy. I thank you, Spirit. Yeah, let them know how to create the antidote that they are. What do they need in this time, in this season, to face this battle as prepared as they can be? Know that they won't be able to steal anything from you. They won't be able to. Also, be wary of any offers you receive in this time. It's meant for coercion. It's meant to entrap you. It's gonna look too good to be true. It's gonna come too easy, and it feels like it's gonna come. It's gonna come from someone else. So it's kind of like getting it on your own energy in this time, for this season. Also, do some work, like put some protections over your website, over your offerings, over your products, over your technical, anything technology based, so that you can instantly discern what sales to refuse. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, you got to have permission to have access to anything you're selling, anything you're teaching, anything you're doing. Like it's wristband only. I'm hearing wristband only, invitation only, RSVP. Being real selective in this time. Yeah, because it feel like your spiritual rank is gonna let you know. Like you got people around you. Yeah, you got angels around you. So just really feel like tapping deep into your intuition, taking a beat with every decision that comes. It feel like every message, every person, every thing that's coming towards you that's meant for you is going to have some type of access key. Like it's going to be a symbol, something that's going to have you remember and recognize and know that it's safe. Yeah. Intuition, divination with Cancer. Cancer popped up. So Cancer season is when you'll be able to shift. When you'll be able to shift to, not back to, but shift to letting your guard down. Right now, you lean a lot on your intuition and start doing divination for yourself. Like this feels like not seclusion, but a spell of DIY, like doing things for yourself, like any of your rituals, spells, um, business ventures. Like no time for partnership right now. Yeah, because people are being sent to dig up dirt. That digging up dirt came right. It came back. This was in the short. The energy was in the short. Yeah, only partnering with celestial beings. It feels like people that are out of this world. You're gonna feel it. People that vibrate high. Thank you, spirit. Otherworldly people. So I'm getting the energy of meeting new people, new stumping grounds is what I'm hearing. So anybody that's from your past, be cautious dealing with them, especially if they are not actively raising their vibration, doing the learnings and things like that. Now, don't judge their path, but the energies must align. That's what I'm feeling like. We not cutting people off, blocking people, shit like that. That petty shit. It's just letting it be known, like this is not what I'm rocking with. Setting firm boundaries to know that yeah, I can deal with you, but it's gonna be on my time, and I'm granting access. Thank you, spirit. What else for the Sigma? Sickness, disease, infection. Yeah, they want to get close to try to attach this entity to you, and for them to be able to do such, they're going to need to lower your vibration. They're going to need to bring you into fear. They're going to need to bring you into lack. They're going to need to bring you into a state where you can be manipulated, and you know those low vibrations that allow that type of low vibrational energy to attach and grow. Parasitic is what I'm hearing. They could be trying to do it through, like, I'm getting like sensual things, like either not only candle magic, sex magic, sending people your way to tempt you. Thank you, spirit. To lower your vibration in a way, probably offering you alcoholic beverages, and because they know how that whatever it is a vice that you know affects and lowers your ability to discern and listen to your intuition. And they know this too, because again, they know you. So dwell in your divine dark feminine energy is what I'm feeling like with this. You are that, and that's part of what they want, that creation energy from you. They wear a mask. They're one person by day, another person by night. It's telling me to disregard copycat because we don't too much worry about copycat energy. It is what it is. It's flattery. Thank you if you want to be like me. Thank you if you think that I want to be like you. Like, because I don't. I'm me. I'm one of a kind. I'm one of one, and I understand this. So copycat energy is a non-factor for me. It's a non-factor to me. If you feel like I want to be like you, that's your ego. Because I don't want to be like anybody else. That's that. That's what Sigma Bugs Bunny energy. That's what you have to feel like. Because I feel like this person is again attempting to affect your image, self-image, and public image. They're attempting to say that you're a copycat, but if people actually do their research instead of believing, the things about you that they want to believe about you, if they actually do some fact checking, they'll see that this person changes doesn't come until after yours, because you're just living your life. You in your own zone, like I said. You in your own world. You be oblivious to half of this shit until it comes to your attention or someone brings it to your attention. Like, it feels like you are the type of person that is like, uh, I'm hearing Big Boogie headphones on, phone on, D&D. Like, I'm in my own world. I'm in the studio. I'm at work. I'm into work. I'm in my zone. I'm doing what it is that I'm doing. I'm not worried about the world outside of me, but they are like making sure that they attempt to distract you. Just like somebody having no headphones and a person is walking around slamming shit, like trying to be louder than what is playing in your ear. Painting you to be a copycat, painting you to be the one who's trying to seek attention. This is a delusional on the low vibrational side person. Where it's like, really? You still in copycat energy? You still believe that a motherfucker can copycat? You still believe that a motherfucker can do you better than you? That's the shit that I don't get about people who claim, oh, they copying me, or a motherfucker want to be like me, or they always framing shit to where it's like, oh, this person is doing stuff, doing this, or they think they know you, but they don't know themselves. And like, just like just the comparison issues, or where it's like you really have the audacity to think that another person's intention. That's crazy. All the while this person ain't even thinking about you, not worried about you in the slightest bit. They moving around about their day, not even concerned about you, but you're painting it to the people that you know and any ear that will listen that this person is attempting to be like you in every single way and everything that you do, just because y'all could possibly be in the same industry, or it, in close proximity to each other, when all the while you're being deceptive. One, because what you show to the world is not what you do behind the scenes. It's not what you do behind the camera. You all loving like God and religion in front of the camera, but behind the camera, we fucking E5 voodoo, you know, dark matter, fucking. I can't stand you, bitch. I'm doing candle magic on you. Fuck you. Your light is too authentic. And you coming to try to steal my shine, to share the room with me. You want to take over type energy. Like, really? How? How? How can you possibly sit there and act as if you are so secure in yourself, not worried about a copycat. When you let a person being a copycat and trying to be like you even cross your mind, that means you're not authentically confident in who you are. Because if you were, you would know, can't do it like me. Motherfucker can't do it like me. What? Can't do it like me. It may be similar, but it's not me. Like, I'm me. I'm the only person that can do me. Yeah, I have that audacity. I have that audacity because I worked for that. I worked for that. I know nobody can do me like me. And I know half of the people that are attempting to claim that they can ain't touched nowhere nothing like my shadow. I am me because of the things that I do and have been through. Anything that I do is because I have a desire to. And I don't care about who else is doing it because my sauce is my sauce. It's authentic to me. My fragrance is my fragrance. Bitch, you could wear baccarat and I could wear baccarat, but I guarantee it's not gonna smell the same on you as it does on me because I'm me. That's the energy that you would be in instead of, oh, they copying me. Oh, you wanna be like me, but you don't even know yourself. Just arrogant, but not confident. Using phrases that are understood as confidence, but when you delve deeper behind it, you figure out what it really is. You have the creation energy tribe. That's why you a Sigma. That's why you bugs. That's why you don't fall into their trap. It's game over. But they keep trying. It's a challenge for them. So make it a challenge for them. Help them learn something about themselves, or help them fall deeper into this madness. They're gonna be 5150. The only bracelet they gonna have is that hospital bracelet from being up on that fifth floor. Yeah. Let's keep riding with your spiritual guides. Keep riding with your spiritual team. Keep riding with your higher self, cause she's showing you the way. He's showing you the way. They showing you the way. And call upon their guidance to help deal with these fools. Yeah. Bring your outer worldly soul family in to help you deal with these souls. Yeah. These competition competitor type energies are the ones that will accept a motherfucker rubbing on their booty while cuffed up with another bitch. This, not even polygamy, because with polygamy, at least they telling everybody what's going on. In some senses, is what I'm hearing. In some situations, in other situations, motherfuckers are being forced into that just because they wanted to deal with the person, or just because that person may have money or control over them in some way, shape, or form. But this is like true happiness is not there. Like we not, yeah, we not on that. I'm about to shuffle these cards. I may edit it out. I probably will because, yeah. All right, tribe. We back from the shuffle. I straighten some cards. I straighten these cards up, and We gonna put this charlatan energy that's attempting to poison you off to the side over here. All the cards are still out. for my need to go back through them, because I feel like I'm going to have to. But we're going to focus on the Sigma Bugs Bunny energy and what your spirit guides want for you to know and need for you to know in this time, so that you can pass this test, because it feels like you're being initiated. You're focused on the high vibrations now. We got mastery. Then I said something, but yeah, because this the tribe of self mastery. Dedication to your craft is paying off. Focus on improving your skills and refining your work. This is a time to build something meaningful and long and lasting. Lasting through persistence. Yeah, it's time for you to be persistent and resilient. I feel like, wow. You bet. I hope y'all was paying attention to my hands, because I ain't about to explain it. Persistence. Steady progress defines your journey. Your patience and diligence ensure long-term success, even when the path feels slow. Yeah, I'm feeling like slow down energy. That's what's gonna get you caught up too. That's a low vibration. Compassion. It's feeling like give compassion to these people. This giving Queen of Cups energy to me. I'm gonna assume that it's the Queen of Cups until I see a card that's different, because this deck doesn't come with a guidebook. But it says embody your emotional wisdom and care, creating a loving space for others. Your deep intuition brings understanding and nurtures harmony. Yeah, this is the Queen of Cups, and this is the Eight of Pentacles, mastery. Yeah, you're gonna be rewarded for the work that you put in on yourself, your self mastery. You learning yourself. You actually taking that journey to do the shadow work, to integrate the shadow, to integrate the inner child. It feels like you damn near integrated every aspect. Still working on the inner child, Spirit said. You're still working on the inner child. You may have a book that you need to finish in regards to inner child experiences, work, or whatever, because they're basically letting me know that I have a book and a deck to finish. Thank you, Spirit. Illumination. This feels like the Sun card. Clarity and joy breaking through. Lighten your path with vitality. Embrace the warmth of this moment and let your inner light shine. Success and happiness are within reach. Step forward with confidence and gratitude. Connection. A choice or relationship is shaping your path. Follow what resonates with your heart and soul, as true alignment brings harmony and growth. Whether romantic or platonic, connection is the bridge to transformation and deep understanding. Thank you, Spirit. So this gives me the Sun card. This gives me the Sun card. This card right here, the connection card, is not really feeling like it's a tarot card to me. It just feels like it's one of those extras, but it could be a tarot card. It could be maybe judgment. I don't know, because I'm not really feeling tarot from it. But I believe this is that all this deck is tarot cards. It's just in their own interpretation of it. They don't name the cards and they don't have a guidebook. So yeah, you got to go off your intuition. But with that card, I am feeling more um, judgment energy, lovers energy. Oh yeah, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Let me go back to that card. I need to see it. I need to see it, y'all. Okay, I can see it being the Lover's card. Just thinking of the Rider Waite version of the Lover's card, and it's saying connection, which, okay, connection. Yeah, I'm feeling lovers or judgment. I'm not really getting temperance from that because I'm trying to think of all of the major arcana that are winged, and I'm trying to think of all the cards that would be like connection. Could be Two of Cups as well because that's connection, but the emphasis is basically connection. I feel like Spirit is trying to allude me to you partnering with your spiritual team, your higher self, that connection being the pivotal connection to lean on in this time while you're on your self mastery journey. Did I just? Yes, I did. Oh my goodness. Well, this we're gonna go with the flow. We gonna go with the flow. Oh, I so want to stop. They telling me just to keep it going because y'all don't understand how it is a real big pet peeve, get up under my skin, kind of trigger me, twinge. I get that energy when I see people who have their decks like their cards are just in any kind of way. They not all facing the same way. They be reversed and all of that. And Spirit told me that I was going to be forced to do that and start like combining decks together and stuff like that. So we're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. This is me learning with y'all as well too, because I really just want to stop this and get my deck back together. But okay, I'm stepping out of my comfort zone, Spirit Team. Thank you for that. What else does the tribe need to know though? Thank you, Spirit. What else does the tribe need to know? Community. They want it in the current position. So currently, bugs, sigma energy, you are attempting to build a community. You are ready, is what they're telling me. If this feels like a meticulous energy that wants to have everything be right before they call it a community, before they um, start a membership page, is what I'm hearing. It's like you do so much research and you don't implement it. You need to start implementing your research. You need to start implementing on the things that you read up on, the things that you get those intuitive nudges to read, because it feels like you've been getting intuitive nudges to read different articles, to research different things, to do different things, and it feels like a person that just intakes a whole bunch of data, like you're leaning on your South Node scribe energy, is what I'm hearing and feeling, more or less feeling. I heard scribe, and every time I hear scribe, I think of my South Node, because that's the kind of, I kind of lean on that, um, and I'm being guided to go through to and through my North Node, and that's why I feel like community came out. So 11th house, 11th house, thank you, Spirit. 11th house energy, as well as North Node energy. If you are resonating and this is triggering you in any way, because I was about to say in a good way, in any way, if this is triggering you in any way, check into your 11th house, North Node and South Node energies. And as far as the implementation of the things that you research on, Spirit wants you to implement what you learn within the week, within the week that you learn it, within the week that you dive into it. It doesn't take, I'm hearing a journal full of documentation, readings for you to attempt to implement that in your life. I have never done this like this. So it just feels like pedaling. Keep it going, keep it moving, keep the energy circulating, because once you let it into the mind, it's going to continue to navigate. So implementing it in practice. Thank you, Spirit. Implementing it in practice will help for it to, one, become permanent, and for two, for you to understand it in the way that is meant to be understood for your journey on your path in your life. So it's giving me the energy of when you learn a technique in cooking, but then you have to practice it and implement so that you get it perfect. And I'm hearing permanent, not perfect. Thank you, Spirit. So it's thank you, Spirit. This is back to practice makes permanent. So once you learn something, implement it and document it in that way. So this right now, I'm seeing someone sitting at the table, laptop open, book open, journal in front, grimoire in front, and you're writing down a recipe. Someone's writing down a recipe, researching the aspects of the herbs, researching how to develop a spell, but then that's just it. So it's a book here that is like basis of spell work, basis of alchemy, like the teachings of something, the step-by-step teachings of something, and the laptop is there for reference to the book, and for I see herbs there. So it's like words on this side, images on this side, but the images I see are herbs. I can't say which herbs they are because I'm guided not to. I'm just gonna say all of them aren't green. So it's like a spell that's already made, so to say, and it's like remixing somebody's recipe is what I'm getting. Thank you, Spirit. Um, but it feels like you've done this before, but you just stopped at that point. Like you didn't go implement the spell. You didn't go document the experiment slash proof. Thank you, Spirit. So the charlatan energy, that's what they do, and then they put these things out on social media and present to be a guru, a teacher, a master, a person that you're supposed to come to when they haven't implemented any of their recipes, any of their spell work, or anything like that. They haven't implemented it for themselves. It feels like someone, but I gotta say it. I gotta say it. I have to say it. It feels like a practitioner who is not doing their own spells. They're copying other people's spells, and spell work, their workings. It feels like they pay for this too. Like they're learning this, but it's in it in. They're so much in a rush that they just take the information that they learn and regurgitate it. Like you're not changing anything about it. You're not making it your own. You're not remixing the recipe. therefore learning more things and how to make it your own. You're just redistributing someone else's works and practices for profit. I mean, I ain't gonna knock your hustle. It is what it is. If it's just about the money, if it's just about the money, touche, to each his own. But this feels like that's for the low vibrational charlatan type energy. But try it. Sigma energy, bugs energy. What you are supposed to be doing is the opposite of what they're doing. Take it, remix it, flip it, make it your own, have a knowing of what's going on, do it for yourself so that you can ensure that it works, so that you can ensure that the intentions that are set will amplify and help your community, not just repackaging somebody else's thing because we don't know that person's intent while they were making that spell. We don't know the research that they put into it. We don't even know if the person that the other person got it from another person, and going back. This kind of feels like closed practices and people just continuing to use the same recipes as the closed practice because it's tradition and you're supposed to follow tradition. But it feels like that's not what this tribe is supposed to be doing. That's not what this I heard generation is supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be making it your own. Just because your ancestors were lazy doesn't mean that you continue to be lazy. What works works. The core of it works, but you can definitely remix for the times is what I'm hearing. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Creation was here this whole time. Wow. That's crazy. This is the, I feel like, Eight of Cups, Magician, creation. You have everything you need. This is a magician to manifest your dreams. Focus your energy and align your intentions to bring ideas into reality. Trust your creativity and skills, knowing they can transform potential into success. This is your moment to take inspired action. Okay, so it does, yeah. It feels like you making it your own. Like, it's okay to respect tradition, but guess what? This is where traditions are made, is what I heard. Like, this is where traditions are made in creation energy. This is where traditions are made. Just like I'm not gonna go into that. Thank you, Spirit. Resilience at the bottom of the deck. That's the Nine of Wands. Setting those firm boundaries. Like I said, challenges may have left you feeling weary, but your strength is unwavering. This is the final push before reaching your goal. Stay determined and trust in your ability to overcome. Victory is closer than you think. While I was reading that, it brought me back to the Bowser energy. I keep wanting to say browser. Like, motherfucker is really searching. They really searching. Like, they Googling you and all type of shit. They searching all type of technical things to try to figure out things about you. But back to my tribe. This Nine of Wands energy brought me back to that Chiron as well. Some of the tribe feels like hocus pocus as far as um astrology. They feel like, and magic and all of that. It's like you don't believe in none of that. Like, excuse me. And I respect that. That's for you. But however, how can I put this? Because if they're not interested in astrology, they're not interested in astrology. But for those who are interested in astrology, let's put it to you like this: check your Chiron. Even with astrology, you can teach yourself how to do astrology and how to do astrology readings for others by doing it for yourself. Look up your birth chart. I'm hearing the emphasis and focus on Chiron because that's something that you need to learn and implement right now. So look at your Chiron, see where your Chiron is, house, zodiac, and where it is currently, and where Chiron is currently. If it's in a transit, if it is in a declination, is what I'm hearing. If it is in a negative or positive impactful state currently in correlation to your birth chart. I'm hearing causation as well, correlation, the difference between correlation and causation, and using them together. That's for somebody that's more science based, or just a person that's, fully encompasses. They see the full spectrum. So it's like learning to do something that you feel like you can't do by mastering yourself is what's helping you build your community. I'm feeling like it doesn't have to be perfect. It just got to get done. Like you'll be able to expound on these different things as you learn and grow. So this is giving me the energy of someone who starts out, you making your videos and all of that, you getting criticism and all of that shit, so you take the video away. Spirit saying leave it there. That's your evidence, that's your documentation. Leave it there, continue to learn. Once you have done the experiment a few times, and you now have your synopsis, is what I'm hearing. Now you have the way that you can make it your own. Remake the video. You have more knowledge on it. You've actually experienced this thing, so you're able to relate more, and you have become a master for yourself, for your view, for your purposes on the subject. Like that's what mastery is: to learn about it, to implement it, to practice, experiment, practice, which is pretty much the same thing, and know it for yourself. Have a knowing for it inside of yourself because you've experienced it, you've done it. And they're giving me the difference between watching basketball and playing basketball. Thank you, Spirit. What else? Let's get one more. Let's get one more. Celebrate. Celebrate. This is the Six of Wands. Like, you're going to have your victory. You're going to have a successful community. Just take it one step at a time, one motion at a time. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to get done. You can learn and grow, rebrand, all of that stuff. Just get to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, is what I'm hearing. Success and recognition are within reach. Your hard work is paying off, and others are taking notice. I said you was being watched in the short. Celebrate your achievements, but stay grounded. The moment is a reminder. This moment is a reminder that perseverance leads to triumph. Perseverance, persistence, practice, implementation, it does. Heartbreak, pain, and loss feel overwhelming, but healing begins with acceptance. Acknowledge your emotions and trust that brighter days are ahead. Growth comes through understanding and releasing the past. Yeah, that's doing that shadow work, turning that pain into power, turning those situations into lessons, turning those situations into um, fuel, is what I'm hearing. Like, not for rage, but fuel for your passions. Like, this feels like transmuting it. Like, every heartbreak that you encounter, past, present, future, transmute that into power, transmute that into energy to do and learn more about yourself and more about how you're going to move going forward, is what I'm feeling. Surrender, yeah. The hanged one, the hanged man. Release control and trust the process. Shifting your perspective will reveal new insights. Resistance only hinders growth. By letting go, you allow the clarity and transformation to emerge, creating space for deeper understanding. And with that deeper understanding, I'm getting like surrender to the process. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting surrender to the process of this learning. So surrender to the process of this learning. When you learn and implement, what did it say? When you learn and implement, growth comes through understanding, and understanding on a level where it's like I really understand it. Like I empathize with you because I've been through this. I empathize or sympathize, excuse me, with you because I've been through this. I can tell you how this made me feel because I've been through this. I can tell you from my experience what I did to get through this, and you take it and remix it for yourself so that you get through it. It's about a deeper understanding, like it's like the card said. It's about getting a deeper understanding through experience and then being celebrated for that. That could also be the Three of Cups. Community could also be the Three of Cups. Like you're definitely being celebrated from your spiritual team. Like fuck what the outside world got to say. It's bringing me to a Don Trip song. Um, Thank you, Spirit. I'm gonna tell y'all what it is. Shit. My bad, y'all. My bad for the cut of the music. They're telling me change the vibe. Okay. The name of that song. I believe it's Proud Family by Don Tripp and Jay Fitz. Jaefitz is gonna play next, so I'm gonna know. But yeah, the song that's on being in alignment with your spirit guides, being in alignment with your higher self. You're the antidote, and you mastering yourself, you celebrating yourself, doing things before you're ready, and celebrating even the smallest of wins is how you're the antidote. Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna bring it back full circle. You must not know about me. I think that's why people don't be staying. Don't be staying, but it is what it is. We got mortification. We got virgin's milk. Oh, and we got blood. What? I'm hearing they're trying to poison the blood. But I said we was gonna read these mortification first. Let me see if we still recording. Yeah, we still going. Oh, what a... Okay. I'm about to say, I know it's not back that far. Yeah, that's the song. Proud Family. Mortification, mortification, mortification is on page 227, number 68. It's a part of the 8 operations of alchemy, I guess. So, mortification, decay, death, decomposition. Yeah, certain shit got to be put to an end. Okay. Mortifacto is the great alchemical operation of darkness, shadow work. Thank you, Spirit. What was once composed, now decomposed. What was once presentable is now despicable. This stage cannot be avoided. The underworld has taken us into the dark interior of its belly, and here we reside until spring. Woo! Through through the natural process of decay. I'm sorry, my God, my apologies, guys. I was making sure my mic was still attached. Okay, through the natural process of decay, we descend into depths we didn't know existed. The alchemist soon finds mortifacto is a stage of regeneration and sacred power, where the soil is fertile and rich, offering nourishment for tomorrow. This stage cannot be rushed. Ooh, the darkness must have time to do its work, to dismantle and to loosen, to free us from old scripts and stories. As we learn to surrender to this great operation, the earth churns and wisdom whispers in the dark. She envelopes she envelops us with grace and the promise of what's to come. Go deeper. Read the Egyptian story of Osiris. Shut the fuck up. Ooh, me and my partner was just talking about Osiris. To ponder, is there anything that does not end? Is there anything that does not end? Ponder that. Halloween is a global celebration for of mortifacto and the underworld. If this card has got you down, if this card has got you down, flip the script. There's freedom and expression in every operation. The Mortifacto card relates to the Death card and the Tarot, and the Underworld card and the Archetype deck. It is a universal symbol, not to be taken personally. Yeah. So don't take none of this energy from this charlatan personal. Have compassion for them because they know not what they do. They have not reached the Bowser level in life, so they're still fighting the small battles and those internal battles. They are projecting out towards you. Hold, just hold the line is what I'm hearing. This card is really, I mean, it kind of, those times that y'all heard me reacting is because it hit and had it had something to do with what I said. Like, come on, y'all. That's why I'm like, motherfucker can never tell me I don't miss. Anyway, We have Virgin's Milk next. I love using this deck. I need to use it more often. The feeling that I got right now is just like, it's like I'm raising my vibration just by implementing and using this, just by doing what I did today, period. Thank you, Spirit. Virgin's Milk. Virgin's Milk. Where is it at? Boom. Virgin's Milk. Number 40 on page 167. Virgin's Milk. Innocence, naivete, purity. Lead with that energy. Lead with pure energy. Lead with your innocence. I heard give inner child a turn at the wheel. Okay. And alchemy, lack, virginis. Is this Latin? What language is that? Lack, virginis is a mystical substance supposedly coming from the virgin's breast. The alchemist asks, how can it be? How can milk come from one not carrying a child? That is precisely the nuanced teaching of lac virginis. When studied as an alchemical concept, when studied as an alchemical concept, it points to the lack of awareness or experience that the alchemist would rather not reveal. It points to a lack of awareness or experience that the alchemist would rather not reveal. Yes, this milky substance is a symbol of purity and innocence, but its shadowed side. Oh man, sorry about that, tribe. That's my daughter. Um, where was I? This girl. Okay, this milky substance is a symbol of purity and innocence, but its shadowed side is naivete. Naivety. Whatever is naivety, naivete, naivety, being naive, and even denial. When the virgin's milk appears, discernment and honesty must be applied to the work. Wow. Is something being glossed over, rushed, or presented as perfect? There are likely complexities that need to be addressed so the alchemist can gain the maturity and handle what's next. Baby, yes. Yes, you can't rush the process. You can't gloss over it. You have to do the experiment. You have to learn the experiment, implement, wash, rinse, and repeat so that you have a deep understanding, knowing of what it is that you're learning and able to teach it. Is what it's feeling like to me, like, and it's feeling like the discernment of who to give access to, the discernment of self-reflection, whether or not you're trying to rush something and trying to make it perfect. Like, it doesn't need to be perfect, it needs to be done. You need to mature so you can get to the next level. You have to mature in order to beat Bowser. You have to beat Bowser to move on to the next challenge. Go deeper. Watch the movie, the 40-year-old version. To ponder patience as the remedy. Patience as the remedy. Ponder how patience can be the remedy to your current situation. Just one drop of lac virginis can be medicinal. It can help the alchemist act as if know your measure. Act as if it's in blue words. So that's supposed to stand out. It can help the alchemist act as if. It's really giving me, while I was reading that, I was getting when Mario and Luigi consume the mushroom, how they get bigger, how they power up. Okay. The lac virginist archetype can be seen in child prodigies and those expected to grow up too quickly. It is remedied by admitting exactly where you are at. Humor and humility help. So yeah, it feels like accepting where you are in this space and time. If it's not where you want to be, humoring yourself, finding laughter in each day will help. It feels like if you're on your high horse, if you're overindulging in celebration, humility will help. Like not humbling yourself to other people, but humbling yourself to the journey, to the experience, to your spiritual team. Because when I read that, it felt like somebody who is doing, back to the charlatan, that you don't want to be the charlatan doing spiritual work and doing spiritual practitioner work and posing as a master when you're just regurgitating tradition and someone else's work. This feels like it's time to be that free spirit, that free thinker, that tradition maker, the trendsetter, and having a big head and not giving respect to the processes, the alchemical processes, the journey, your spirit team, God, that co-creation, um not giving credit to the co-creation energy will have you busted and disgusted, is what I heard. Yeah, will have you fall into lack, will have you lower your vibration. It's because it's like we don't rise to these levels to only rely on ego, to only rely on a particular aspect of the soul. We integrate everything and let everybody have their turn at the wheel. So if you're up there, feel like you leveled up so much, feel like you got so much clout, feel like you got so much of a following, feel like you built this community, and you're not paying homage to your community who show up for you. You're not paying homage to your spirit team that shows up for you. You're not paying homage to the essence of co-creation energy because you are not fucking doing this shit alone. But then have the nerve to say somebody want to be like you. Why the fuck would they? You not paying homage to your ancestors or nobody. You got the I got this on my own self-made energy when nobody is really self-made. Yeah, you put in the work on your own, but guess what? Your spirit team was there while you were shooting in the gym. You wasn't just there by yourself. So let's not do that. Hold on, cause my mic. Let me switch out mics. My mic about to die, and we not done. We still got one more card to read from here. We still got one more card to read from here, and I feel like Spirit got something else in store too. My spiritual team. Okay. Okay. I had to make sure we were still rolling. Um, this song is saying "You're my escape." It's for the cross watcher. Let your spiritual team be your escape, not these low vibrational entities attached to you and your addictions. Okay, blood, blood. Where's blood? Oh, virgin's milk. Um, lacked virginness is from the 22 materials portion of this. Now the blood is number 37, page 161. Yeah, someone really don't want the high vibrations to come through. Yeah, someone don't want you to level up to be in high vibrations, but we ain't worried about them. What we do, we just we we flip the script, change the music. So 37, 161, 161, 161. Is that Sanguses, Sangus? I don't know. Blood, the pulse. Excuse me. Physicality, the body. Have no fear of the blood card. It indicates a remembrance of the vital mammal, mammalian nature of our existence. Drop by drop, the sacred elixir reminds us that we are alive, not merely thinking, thinking beings, but beings. Not merely thinking beings, but beings. When blood is in the prima materia, prima materia is what I said. In the laboratory, the alchemist uses the physical body as the starting point, building a relationship to the container that houses the spirit. Through the limbs, through the organs, through the cells, we witness the miracle of life, one heartbeat at a time. Eventually, the alchemist naturally partakes in practices that support and nourish blood's life giving nature. We learn to honor and protect it. In alchemy, red is the color of vitality and radiance. With this card, you've dropped into the vital realm. Sing the body's praises. This is bringing me to tears. Wow. Okay. I'm sorry. Let me get myself together. Yeah, this is like feeling your emotional body, feeling your whole, like just being here, being here in existence and being happy about it. Happy to be alive, singing the body's praises. It feels like dance to me, like creating your own vortex, your own portal, just by dancing in a circle. It feels like deep love. I just felt a, a presence on my hand, like I'm here to hold your hand, is what I'm hearing. Go deeper. Listen to the song Blood Bank by Bonnie Iver, Bon Iver, Boniver, Blood Bank. Let's see if we can do it. I probably won't be able to do the whole song, but we about to see. It was 2009. It's about to come on next. To ponder the presence of the pulse. Ponder the presence of the pulse. This really feels like doing a pulse check on your loved ones. Like, I call it a pulse check, where you do a check-in because you may have been in alchemist mode for so long that you haven't checked in with those that love you and feel like they're concerned. It feels like they're concerned for your mental health, those that actually care about you. It's some that are trying to make it seem like you're going through something mentally, and you going within the way that you have is not helping your case, is what they're that's the energy that they're trying to project. But just check in with your loved ones. Pulse check is what I'm getting. Check in with yourself. Check in with your own pulse. Like, know your resting heart rate is what I'm hearing. Knowing when you and like to feel your body and know what's going on when things are going on, when your heart rate is elevating, when your blood sugar is running low or high. Like, notice the shifts in your body temperature when it happens, why it's happening, what you're thinking about. Like, just being in tune more with your body. This sounds like a good little song. I'm gonna look at the lyrics later when I get off of this. Okay. The blood card brings vitality and the blood card brings vitality to an entire reading. When it is present, it is as if all the other cards come alive and begin to grow. Shut up. I'm glad I separated that. I'm glad I said, thank you, Spirit. Say it. Baby. It's amplifying that you're the antidote. Is what it's saying. Is what it's saying. It is if all the cards come alive and begin to grow. Your community gonna grow. Your self mastery is growing. Your celebratory energy is growing. Your intelligence, your independence, your fearlessness, baby. Your virgin's milk is growing. Like, the shadow work is growing you. It's coming alive. As I say, it's a time to be alive. Take note of how much red is within a reading. This indicates the vigor present and quarrents, the querents world. So in the person receiving the readings world, if the palette is dull, is likely the spirit. It it's likely the spirit needs support. Yeah, that I guess that's why I was chose to use the black and white too. All the black and white decks, because your spirit do need help. It needs your assistance. It needs you to convene with your higher self on this journey. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Pluto. At the very back of the deck, coagulation. Yeah, for you to get to that light, to that higher self. It's like your higher self. It's like your higher self has a calling. Like you're, oh shit, you're in shadow work right now. These two cards to me feel like polar opposites. This card right here feels like not having the full spectrum, and this card here feels like having the full spectrum. This is an alchemical process as well. I'm about to look that up. So Pluto and Chiron came out in this reading. Check your Pluto and Chiron aspects. Check out your Pluto and your Chiron. What's in where? What house is in? What's in? What's connected to it? The same information that I gave y'all early. So what was that? Coagulation. That's number 66, 223. So you got two alchemical processes. What was blood? Okay, so you got two of the 22 materials and two of the 8 operations. Two cosmic forces, which is Pluto and Chiron. Okay, now let's get to this 223. Solidity, adherence, stuckness, coagulation, coagulato, latio. Lato is the great alchemical operation of Earth. By way of this operation, we experience that which was fluid churning into solid formation. The formerly disparate ingredients being adhering together. This apart this disparate. What the fuck is that word? I'm sorry. Well, not really. I gotta understand what the fuck I'm reading, and I'm getting it's feeling heavy right now. Give me disparate, disparate means essentially different in kind, not allowing comparison. Elements that are fundamentally different, distinct in quality or kind, and not comparable. Ingredients, the disparate ingredients being adhered together into a fixed and solid unit. The results is visible, reliable, and eventually concrete. Hmm. Hmm. So it feels like mixing oil and water, emulsifying. Emulsification is what I'm getting from this alchemical process. Make it separate, make it one what was once separate. Binding things together. Hmm. Hmm. When you hear the phrase, it is finally taking shape. Coagulation is underway. The shadow aspect of coagulatio is that the elements may have come together without much awareness, and in turn, they become unconsciously attached. Inertia and resentment set in. The parts can no longer separate, even if they wish to. Many long term relationships have coagulatio, coagulation basically, aspects, a naturally occurring codependency by both parties, feel unseen or unknown as individuals. The work of coagulatio is the experience is to experience the merging with other while not losing oneself in mush. Experience the merging with other while not losing oneself in the mush. Go deeper. Look at the sculptures of Lois Nevelson. Lois Nevelson or Louis Nevelson. Lois or Louis. Louise. Nevelson. Nevelson. To ponder. Merging into traffic. Ponder merging into traffic. Experience the merging with other while not losing oneself. Merging into traffic as comparison. I say it as comparison. That's comes from me. It reads sulfur and lead are agents of coagulation coagulate. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Note to self. No, I said, y'all know what I'm saying. And it reads, take note if these cards appear in the same reading as it would indicate an advanced state of stuckness. So if sulfur and lead were to show up in a read, and it would indicate an advanced state of stuckness, but they didn't show up. Pluto, Chiron, Virgin's Milk, Mortification, and Blood showed up. So you're not in complete stuckness. It feels like it's more of a codependency on a particular story that you're telling, a particular memory that you want release. Thank you, Spirit. When this card appears, the alchemist must discern whether the earth element is helping or hindering the work. Is the attachment one of benevolence or convenience? They say read it again and leave it there. When this card appears, the alchemist must discern whether the earth element is helping or hindering the work. Is the attachment one of benevolence or convenience? Chiron, number 11, 103. wounds, teachings, paradoxes. Chiron is a cosmic enigma. In Greek mythology, he is said to be the rejected son of Saturn, who, through the pain of abandonment, becomes a great teacher and healer. Such is the paradoxical nature of the minor planet. It demonstrates that our pain is a great resource. It will guide us to our deepest purpose if we are able to observe it slowly, gently, and with support. When the Chiron card appears, know that you are being called to deepen the work, to delve into tender parts of yourself that require patience and forgiveness. Victim mentality will get you nowhere. Your past blaming, your past blaming. It's time to let your painful experiences serve as a beacon of light to others. Chiron reminds us of where we've been and where that allows us to go. Holy. Go deeper. Read the myth of Chiron. To ponder the story of your scar. The story of your scar is what you should ponder. I tell you, I don't miss. Those that understand, understand. If you know, you know. Anyway, whoo. Thank you, Spirit. Depersonalize your pain by thinking of a person you love and admire. Contemplate their story. How have their wounds served their deeper purpose? Chiron is a symbol of betwixt and between, half moon, half man. Chiron is a symbol of betwixt and between, half man, half horse, neither a planet nor a star, both wounded and healed. In what ways are you paradoxical? Is this part of your strength? Is this part of your strength? Your paradoxical nature? The things that are paradoxical within you? But it reads, Chiron is a symbol of betwixt and between, half man, half horse, neither a planet nor a star, both wounded and healed. In what ways are you paradoxical? Is this part of your strength? Is the question it's asking. Mm, mm. Pluto, which is right here, number 10, 101, the underworld. Power, compulsion. Ooh, whiskey. I'm sorry, Spirit. My apologies. My apologies. Oh, I'm telling you, I never be knowing what the hell gonna pop out when shadow pop out. When my shadow pop up, baby, I always learn, baby. Thank you, shadow. Whew. All right, redirection, the underworld, power, compulsion. Pluto's realm is one of deep and undeniable power. Known as the planet of the underworld, Pluto has a captivating effect that pulls us into the depths, leading to all things excessive and Dionysian, Dionysian. Yep. If you don't like it, move on. I said I got to know what I'm reading. I say I got to know what I'm reading. I don't mind stopping between to find out. If you don't like it, you can get the fuck out. I am the program. I am. Okay. Dionysian. Dionysian is how I'm being guided to say it, relating to the god Dionysus, relating to sensual, spontaneous, and emotional aspect of human nature. I ought to throw this damn phone. Did I not? I said, was that in the short or was that on here where I said it felt like sensual energy? Wow. Describes an irrational, ecstatic, and chaotic state of mind or art rooted in the worship of the Greek god Dion- Dionysius. Wine, frenzy, ecstasy. They wanted me to have that picture be shown. So it got to be. It got to do with okay. Dionysian in nature. Images of the resurrection, possession, the sacred heart, the birth, sex, and depth are all symbols of Pluto's volatile energy. Sorry, not sorry, but my apologies. I had a message that's for me. Uh, when this card shows up, know that everything will be amplified as if through a live wire. This is the second amplification card. Um, it's all about power and maybe even addiction. Through Pluto's force field, though Pluto's force field can be ruthless, this tiny planet pushes us towards necessary growth. When we follow its mesmerizing pulse, we are taken into the depths to be changed. There's no point in pretending the underworld is not at work. Admit that you're in it and find the support you need. Not making it worse is a big accomplishment. Ooh. Though Pluto's force field can be ruthless, this tiny planet pushes us towards necessary growth. When we follow its mesmerizing pulse, we are taken into the depths to be changed. There's no point in pretending the underworld is not at work. Admit that you're in it and find the support you need. Not making it worse is a big accomplishment. Ooh, go deeper. Watch the movie Labyrinth. Labyrintھ. To ponder the miracle of small things. Ponder the miracle of small things. The palmistry, it is said that the energy of Pluto resides in the mound of the hand above the heart line and below the head line. Locate your mound of Pluto. Mm. Amplification is a powerful alchemical operation. Notice what thoughts and speech you amplify throughout the day and adjust as necessary. Mm, mm, mm. I hope y'all getting something from this, because I know I sure am. Baby. Baby. Yeah. That's why I like doing long readings for y'all, because I always learn something too. I learned something in the shorts as well, but I like these long form readings because we can really get down and dirty and jump into some shit. We can really get that done. The charlatan cross watching energy ain't got shit on you. You're the antidote to their poison and they don't even know it. They are not harmful to you because they don't have the same spiritual rank, alchemical rank, experience rank, period. It's like they're going against, it's like they rushed to the Bowser level with shortcuts, having other people play with them. They had other people on a joystick to help them through the challenging things that they weren't able to get through. So they're bypassing their own experience and then trying to go head to head with Bowser. No Luigi, just Mario. So yeah, not acknowledging the fact that Luigi was there. So you was on two-player mode until you got to the point of Bowser, and then you want to go at it alone. When Luigi, your second person on the joystick, your co-creation energy within this game, your partner in crime, and giving them no credit. You act like you made it to this level alone, and you really think that you could fight this level alone. So this feels like somebody who codependent on folks while claiming that they're a master of any fucking thing, claiming that motherfuckers want to be like them and all type of shit. All the while, they ain't never done nothing alone. They always been riding somebody else's coattails, regurgitating information that other people's experience and perception got them to. So that's why it be so funny to me when motherfuckers try to make it seem like they a free thinker, or they're an original, when they're not doing anything but regurgitating someone else's thinking and practices and experiences instead of going internal and getting their own understanding of some shit. Like, you're trying to teach me what you've been taught, but you have yet to learn and experience for yourself. Like, fuck is you saying? Like, oh, I'm feeling fool boy energy. Like, fuck is you talking about? Like, ooh, not his actual energy. Like, but like, it's I'm feeling the energy that he presents. He brings out. I just saw fool boy in my mind's eye, and then the way my body was reacting is like, was kind of mimicking the things that he do at times. That's my thing. Like, I'm never attempting to be like somebody else. And if you see me channeling somebody else's energy, it's because that person is significant, or that thing is significant for someone in my community, someone who is going to tap into this video. So you could resonate or watch Food Boy Marley. Baby. Check your Pluto, check your Chiron, check 11th house, North Node, South Node, and this is all from your chart. Okay. Okay, the deck ain't upside down either. So this is First quarter moon in reverse. Determination, commitment, strength, challenges, decisions, action, resistance, obstacles, focus, invest in emotional energy. This phase is between the new and full moon after the waxing crescent moon. Half of the moon is illuminated before the waxing gibbous moon. This came out in reverse. And I'm hearing you don't know the half. And they want me to put it above the mastery. So this is like somebody only having half of the energy, half of the energy. I'm hearing half of the Dragon Balls. How could you have half of the Dragon? It's 7 of them, so 3.5. 3.5 is meant for somebody. Only having half of the story and believing it. You're only getting half of the story. Half of the story is really coming up a lot with this first quarter moon energy. Things not being fully illuminated. In between phases. Being in the in between. Thank you, Spirit. Not seeing those things that are quote unquote bad, as catalyst to you working with your spiritual team and your higher self. Not seeing them as tools for your growth. Thank you, Spirit. Solar plexus, abdomen, self-confidence, self-esteem. Yeah, you gotta block. They gotta block solar plexus chakra, but you don't. You don't. That's part of the reason why they want to cause you harm as well. They only know half of your story. Can't candle magic. We know candle magic was out there. They said I done shuffled, so it ain't gonna be nowhere in what they said. Hey, ooh, these bitches. Ooh, these motherfuckers and they candle magic and they bullshit. Spirit is saying do counteractive candle magic. So since you know motherfuckers doing throwing hexes and can and lack candle magic towards you do your protection candle magic. Fuck what you talking about as far as you don't want to do it, you scared, all of this shit. You have to help your spiritual team. You ain't doing nothing wrong if you protecting yourself. Fuck all that. Leave those fucking indoctrination beliefs. Leave them fucking beliefs fucking behind. Fuck that bullshit. But motherfuckers sending hexes and candle magic towards you, having practitioners do fucking work on you. You come up with your own fucking. You do it. You do your protection. Do protection candle magic. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. You just better. Like, you just better. You ain't doing nothing wrong with doing that. Protect your fucking self. Like, that's what they want. They want you not to protect yourself. Yeah. And for the part, thank you. Thank you for the tribe members that feel like this right here, because this is how I feel. I'm playing Tetris with the stones y'all throwing. Keep them coming. I love the challenge. Fuck is you talking about? Like, last quarter moon at the bottom of the deck. Last quarter moon. So it's still only half illuminated. This motherfucker still only know a little bit more than half of the story. It's the week before the full moon. You still ain't got to the full moon. This is the phase before the winding crescent move. You still ain't got to the fucking full moon yet. You still ain't fully illuminated with your own shit, and you would never be fully illuminated with my shit, because I'm always leveling up. I'm always changing. That's the energy you need to be in, tribe. At the back of the deck, the very back of the deck. Do you like your life the way it is today? Was one beneficial action you can take to be better? Yeah, that inspired action. I know that came out in the reading before. Like, how can you take inspired action to get towards what you're doing? And all this shit that these motherfuckers sending towards you, and all the challenges, and everything that's being said about you, painted about you, like all the energy, the shit that's being projected towards you. Try it. Pick them, line them bitches up like Tetris. Line them bitches up like Tetris until you get a yeah, let them walls collapse on these bitches. Do your money attraction ritual to because they trying to block your finances. You've made a decision. Stand on it. Let no one talk you out of it. Let no one talk you out of what you've chosen for yourself. Yeah. This is in purple too, crown chakra energy. Look, all this purple. Thank you, Spirit, for bringing me to that, to attention to that. Yeah. Say, bitch, I'm up here in crown chakra energy. You fucking still stuck in the fucking sacral energy because your fucking solar plexus is blocked. You can't even unblock your solar plexus while you try to fuck with me, and I'm up here on fucking crown chakra Taurus energy. Earth sign. They could be a Taurus, you could be a Taurus. Look at what placements are, look what's going on with Taurus in your birth chart, because that could very well be where your fucking Chiron or Pluto is, North Node or South Node, however you see fit. Look into yourself, not only in astrology, but in human design. Thank you, Spirit. Third eye. Your third eye open. Third eye. Crown and third eye. They say, bitch, I'm in my upper chakras. I'm in my upper chakras. Like, you ain't fucking with me. You're not. Like, I see you. I see you. But also, for the tribe that's saying, I see you, if you see these motherfuckers, quit being scared to protect yourself. You know the dig? If you see these motherfuckers, quit being scared to protect yourself. Learn about what you don't know about, so that you can protect yourself in every realm. Because they are working with motherfuckers that are more powerful than them. I just told you that. Like, Super Mario Brothers. So it's more than one of these motherfuckers. Rage bait or clickbait, regardless, still bait. Are you a fish? Do you desire to be caught? If you don't, demolish that shit. Don't let the motherfuckers bait you. Play Tetris on these hoes. Play Super Mario Brothers on these hoes. Play any game on these hoes. Like, don't play their game. Make them play yours. One more, Spirit. One more, Spirit. Third eye came right back out. Didn't I say they was stuck in this fucking sacral chakra? While you all up in your higher chakras, crown chakra. But what this is giving me for the tribe, because this is about the tribe now. Mortification. Wasn't mortification bringing two into one, the emulsification? But no, this is utilizing third eye and sacral chakra energy. Creativity and intuition, creativity and imagination, sensuality and foresight. Sensuality and pressure points is what I'm hearing as well. to calm yourself when you're in a rage. Current position. Don't you know how to do it? This feels like you already know how to do spell work. This is going to be a remembrance, but you don't want to be in rage and in anger to start doing it, because that will muddy your intentions for your work. I'm getting remembrance. As you start to do it, it's going to feel natural. This already feels like somebody that you already do it. It feels like you already do it. Either you're a person who can cook without recipes, make things without make things intuitively, is what I'm getting, because it's bringing me to like how I formulate my body butters. Nobody taught me how to do it, but I'm able to do it. I'm able to intuitively put the ingredients in there that will help me in whatever season that I'm in, help moisturize and keep my skin, the way I like it. But somebody has definitely been sending shit towards me, like ugly spell type shit. So, but I ain't said nothing about it because I pay it no mind. Like, it's not affecting me that bad. It's just irritating me a little bit. Like, so that also, like I said to y'all, don't be scared. Learn about what it is you need to do. Do your protection shit. I need to start doing it too. So the advice I give to y'all, I take it myself, especially if it's gonna benefit me, especially if it's gonna be beneficial to me. I take it. I take the advice too, because spirit ain't these spirit guides ain't only my spirit guides, and they ain't only talking to y'all through me. They talking to me, through my higher self, through my conduit energy and intention that I place over these readings. I'm getting messages too. Like, all of this shit don't be for me, but when it's for me, it's for me, and I acknowledge it, and I practice what I preach, but I don't preach. I take my own advice. Thank you, Spirit. I take my own advice, but I heard practice what you preach from Shata. So it's like, yeah, that's what I heard. At the bottom of the deck, we got etymology is important. Words have frequencies aligned with their spelling, yet you call yourself a witch. Yeah, so this again is bringing me back to that energy of a motherfucker that is only regurgitating what they've heard from somebody else and not taking it on and doing the research and learning it for themselves. Also, a motherfucker being willfully ignorant is what I'm getting, because it brought me to this lady, this reader, that be using reverberate instead of resonate. And it's like, bro, did you check the meaning of that while you just saying that as a replacement for another word? Like, they don't even, I mean, they're in the same realm, but they don't mean the same thing. Like, it's anyway. Throat chakra, blue. Throat chakra, communication. So we got the three chakras. Three chakras in there too. So learn about the chakras. Learn about your chakras. Like, it feels like the tribe you utilizing all of them. I feel like underneath it all, you're having trouble with your throat chakra, expressing yourself not only through words, but just putting yourself out there because you want it to be perfect. You want to be an influencer instead of being a co-creator and a mutual with everybody on these apps. Like, you going through the journey too. Like, let's not look down our nose at people that are below us, and let's not admire those that are above us. We're all here co-creating this energy, and you can learn from every level. You can learn from somebody that you feel like is beneath you, and somebody that feels like they're above you can definitely learn from you. It feels like you're in the in between. Like, you're in a space that nobody's in. So you're having issues with self-esteem, self-confidence, because what you're saying and what you're feeling is not in alignment with anything that's out there right now. Sweetheart, you ahead of your time. Come on, you ahead of your time. You got to understand that. Like, I feel like I'm ahead of my time because a lot of shit from years ago, readings that I did, is coming to the forefront now. And I know I'm ahead of my time because of the dream that I had before the presidential election. But I ain't gonna go out there. I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna leave that there. But linguistics, the learning of words, learning anything for yourself is important. Learning the meaning of anything for yourself is important. Okay, they want me to end with Find Your Own Way. The Find Your Own Way Oracle. How many decks I done used? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They said I was going to end up using 5 decks. All right. Well, all right. Pause and release. I'm hearing the Great Purge. The Great Purge. That means something for somebody. That means something to somebody. The Great Purge. It's like we're going through the Great Purge. Those of us that are here to make ripples, that are here to make waves, those that are here to disrupt the system. We're in the stage of Great Purge before the shift, before the next level. At the very back of the deck, carve your own course. Yeah, it ain't no right or wrong because ain't nobody did it before. It's your own path. Go wherever you want to go. Let your intuition guide you to where you need to go. Carve your own path. Travel the unbeaten path. Oh, it brought it back. It brought me back to the song that the road less traveled. The song was always in alignment. That's the song that happened when we shift the music after that BS happened. But the album is called The Road Less Traveled by Free Soul, FR33SOL. That's beneficial. Abundance begins inside. They brought me back to what part of the alchemy deck where it's talking about the soil. What card was that? Courage within. It's gonna take courage. It's gonna take courage for you to em, the embrace the inner self. It's gonna take courage for you to do this shadow work, to integrate and embrace your your shadow self, your inner child, all of them, all the aspects. Which was it? Which one was it, spirit? Okay, yes, it was mortification. It brought me to mortification when it says the abundance is inside. My abundance begins inside because it's it. Look here, this is what it brought me to, and it want me to read this again to y'all. This specific portion. No, the okay, yeah, this specific portion. Mortifact Mortifactio, mortification, death, decay, decomposition, excuse me, is the great alchemical operation of darkness. What was once composed, now decomposed. What was once presentable, now despicable. This stage cannot be avoided. The underworld has taken us into the dark interior of its belly and here the underworld has taken us into the dark interior of its belly, and here we reside until spring. Through the natural process of decay, we descend depths with into depths we didn't know existed. The alchemist soon finds mortification is a stage of regeneration and sacred power where the soil is fertile and rich, offering nourishment for tomorrow. This stage cannot be rushed. The darkness must have time to do its work, to dismantle and to loosen, to free us from old scripts and stories. As we learn to surrender to the great operation, the earth churns and wisdom whispers in the dark. She envelops us with grace and the promise of what's to come. That's the freaking stage we're in. And what stages come after that. So we ain't got much to go. Well, yes we do. No. So after mortification, it is rotation, separation, conjunction. So yeah, only one, three more stages. Two, three more stages until you've mastered alchemy, inner alchemy. Shut the fuck up, tribe. I know that's right. Me and God always in alignment. Ooh, ooh, me and God always in alignment. They want me to use my Essence of Duality deck, and mainly to show Persephone. Wow, not Janus at the bottom of the deck. Janus, which is January, means January. The threshold, the threshold person, kind of like the Greek equivalent to Anubis. Oh my goodness. Emperor energy at the back of the deck, but they want me to show Persephone. Persephone, the master of both worlds, the underworld and the earthly world. Read up on the story of Persephone as well. But what do you want to tell the tribe? With the Essence of Duality deck. Thank you, Spirit. I'm more than a jock, I think too. In reverse, contradictory yet complementary. Is bringing it back to that the alchemy card that had to do with merging in traffic. That's what is making me remember about it. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Yeah. Being two things at once. It's also bringing me to that with the poison. like in the antidote energy, polarity, Newton's third law, energy exchange, tug of war. Like that's what the charlatan wants to do with you. They want to have a back and forth with you right now. They're trying to attack the masculine energy in you. Okay. Yeah. So that Cancer energy came out again. Cancer, Scorpio. So water energy. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, right brain, and divine masculine. So I'm feeling like utilizing your masculine energy while as far as the body goes, thank you, spirit, and as far as the mind goes, third eye, upper chakras, and everything, utilizing the right side of the brain, the creator energy, that feminine energy. But realizing that whoever this is wanting to paint you out to be unintelligent, unstable, just they're trying to paint you out to be what you are not. But I really feel like the reason why we are even acknowledging them and what they're doing is because they are paying and enlisting stronger energies and entities. The story that they're telling the practitioner is false and is leading the practitioner to do work for them, give them work to do on their own. And the advice that I have for practitioners is, well, I ain't giving none to them at all, because they should know the laws, they should know the ethics, they should know that regardless of what the fuck a motherfucker tell you, you need to be right, 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 right. Okay, thank you, spirit. You need to be right. You need to be authentic and benevolent. Thank you, spirit. In the magic that you do, unless for protection. Otherwise, you reap what you sow. And I'm hearing bystanders because bullets ain't got no name. Ooh. So that's like, yeah, it don't matter that you formulated this for somebody else because of the story that they told you is your magic. You know, you a part of this. So it ain't no backing away like I ain't got nothing to do with it. No, you gonna reap what you sow by way of you out here worried about the money and not doing things in an ethical manner. I'm gonna leave that one right there, right there. I'm gonna leave that one right there, right there. Ooh, for those that made it this far, baby boo, the abundance starts within you. I'm also hearing that the motherfucker telling people to eat a pomegranate need to check themselves. Check your ego at the door is what I heard. Because there's somebody out here telling people to eat pomegranates in a way that is like entrapment. Because it's bringing me to that quarantine card, and it's bringing me to the breadcrumbs card that's in what's gossip. Oh, and that's why they said read the story of Persephone. Read, yeah. Where you telling motherfuckers to eat pomegranates, read the story of Persephone. But it feels like this person already has, in a way. The power of the tongue is what I'm hearing. The power of the tongue. Use your words wisely. You think it's a game? You think it's a game? That's a song. That's some producer's intro. There's some producers call out, whatever you call that, when a producer um puts that on the song. I'm hearing, "Hey Stevie, mustard on the beat, ho. If your mentor don't trust you, I'ma shoot you." Yeah, so it's like they call out phrase or whatever. Um, you think it's a game? Yeah, but I'm feeling like that's what somebody's spirit guides is saying in reference to this person that is telling people to eat pomegranates when they're trying to basically tell the person to kick rocks or poison themselves or some shit like that. Is what I'm getting. Take it only if it resonate. I don't know who that's for, what that's about, but that's what they said. The person that's telling motherfuckers to eat pomegranates, you think it's a game. And ain't what? Wow. Okay. It's a lot. This is a lot. This is a lot. This is a lot. 21 Savage. Uh okay. All right, tribe. Now they just coming through with just this different energies coming through that um want to be acknowledged. So I'm gonna leave this here. If anything in here hit for you, you will know. Like, it won't be no half stepping, no second guessing. It's not half illuminated. Like, if you got to think too hard on it, it ain't for you. If you're trying to deny it and avoid it, you're already in the underworld. Ain't no escaping. You gonna have to do the work. So you gonna have to do the work. This, for this person, this feels like gonna have to do it. You gonna have to do it regardless, voluntarily or involuntarily. Someone is codependent on a specific energy, teaching, or way of being that is poisoning their psyche. You're not really elevating. You're not really upgrading. You're playing someone else's game and don't even know it. You setting a trap for yourself and don't even know it. It's done. All right. Spirit said, game over. Flip, 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 flip the script. But that's for somebody. All right, tribe. I love y'all. And until next time, peace.